Yana, you missed it. You missed it.
Did
I
miss
was listening.
anything?
Yeah, you missed it. You missed Jace coming into the call, and I immediately went, "Oh, it's deeper coal."
That's why this conversation is happening.
I figured someone made a mistake.
That wasn't a mistake.
See, you acknowledge it. It's a mistake.
So, where we had last left off, the team had successfully negotiated with a purple dragon and had struck a deal to be allowed out of the tunnels they were stuck in for the past 5 days, to their knowledge. Upon striking this deal, the dragon was allowed to walk free, and the rest of the party then returned back to the facility that they had previously left, retrieved the book, and began making their way back to the town's Racine. Upon arriving, they informed their employer, one Avro Ilfir, of the situation. They brought the book and the individual they were supposed to rescue, one Lesia Lathiar, and were rewarded with a deck of chants and a mithril greatsword at the request of 2 people. The team then went over to Asagio's Oddities, did a bit of shopping, did a bit of browsing, and a deal was made with Mr. Asagio for something, as I don't believe that Cole mentioned it to the team in character.
Nope.
Not yet.
Yep.
I
So
was distracted.
where we pick up, it is, I believe by now it is the afternoon. Is there anything you guys wish to do the night before you stop by at the shop, Cole, and all that stuff happens?
Sure.
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
I will pick up everything
Yeah, that'll happen in the in the morning.
in the morning.
Because Deah wants to go talk to Mercy.
I just want to go to a bookstore.
Real quick,
Okay.
when he went to go talk to Danae, that when Mercy and Avo were having the conversation?
Yes.
Okay. Then after Deah's talking.
What?
You cut out.
I said after Deah's done talking to me, I need to go find it. Stop.
Again, you cut out right at the end there.
What?
What? I blame it's your mic.
What? Why,
Oh,
bro?
snap.
Oh, boy.
Baroque.
Because actually, no.
After Deah's done talking to Mercy, I need to go find a general store.
General
Okay.
Store, okay.
Jeez.
Wow.
That was,
Particularly enough.
took a while to get that out.
Just gonna push the mic closer to me.
Discord's having some trouble today, I think.
It is.
In our faces. We're here.
We're queer.
We
Yes.
fuck shit up.
Same.
By the way, I will point out there were some general purpose items that you could purchase from Asagio's.
Yeah, but what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a wood cutting kit.
Wood cutting?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Carving.
Oh, carving kit.
Whittling.
Whittling, yay!
You may actually have to go to a carpenter shop to do that, to find that.
Alright. We'll worry about that at the end of the
Alright.
Well, we cannot handle
So,
this mic the entire time.
Yeah, I hope that gets better. Deah and Mercy, you guys wish to have a conversation?
Yes. Shut up, Cole.
God, is Cole already on his bullshit.
Deah is going to, like, when Mercy returns to the Lucky Sapphire and, like, finishes talking with Avera or whatever, she's gonna, like, sidle up next to Mercy, like, kind of sneaky, and just, like, tap her on the shoulder.
Can I help you?
So, my brother mentioned you have a compass.
Oh yeah, the weird little thing I bought from Danae.
And it points to home.
Supposedly.
May I see it?
Knock yourself out. She's just gonna set it in her hand. Although your brother already tried it.
He told me. I'd hold the compass and I just kind of look at it.
Okay, it is pointing to the southeast.
Okay.
You see that it does not follow the normal rules a compass follows. It's not pointing to the north. It's pointing southeast for you.
How far south? Wait.
Do you think we'd know?
Well, see on the counter that the compass magically has. You
This
see, it says
Is it like a
There
more
is-
southeast? Is it
yeah.
like a
You
more
see,
south?
you see, it says
southeast, or is-
there is no counter. It's a compass.
You're not even there,
Step
Kate.
counter, it just says
Uh,
a lot.
Dave's just gonna like stare at it silently for like a minute or two.
You alright?
It's
Just a
not point. I don't know what I expected.
But
I-
just point you home.
Yeah,
Or whatever you consider home, I suppose.
I don't know what I don't know what it's pointing to. Honestly.
That's probably not good.
Well, Deah hands it back to Mercy.
Mercy's just gonna pocket.
Where does it point for you, if you don't mind?
East.
East?
All the way east.
Interesting. Anyway. I don't know what else to do.
Mercy's just gonna stare her down, waiting for her to do something.
Yes.
Well-
Two murder bots. Put them together.
Look, one of them's not that social, and the other one doesn't know how to socialize with the murder bot.
I don't know how to socialize. This is me, the player, like floundering. Well, thanks. I'm just gonna go sit with the cat, I guess.
Yeah, hold on. Is Avro still around? Because Mercy wants to yell something at him. Where?
Oh yeah, you're in the bar.
Avro, can I ask one more question? And
Sure.
make sure Day is in range. What the fuck is up with the cat? And don't tell me it's just a cat.
I
It's a
actually,
cat.
I actually wanted to ask how you two met.
Wait, is everyone in the lucky?
I am not.
Haven't left?
Val's off getting dick.
I mean, I knew that.
Rudy's looking for some books,
Yeah.
which is her version of getting dick.
Avro just responds. He's a cat.
I leave.
But how did
Don't
you?
talk.
I'm like.
How did you find each other?
Find
No,
him.
he found me.
Sounds like a cat.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what
I
cats
have.
do.
I have theories about that cat.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't trust that cat.
Out of character because Maury is not smart enough to know some of those theories.
Yeah.
Damn it! Wait,
Yeah, I mean,
don't mention
This is not a smart party.
I love it.
Seem dumb as shit.
I love it. It's great. It's amazing. It's amazing. My favorite thing.
I guess Tez is gonna go hang out with Jim now if Mercy doesn't keep talking to her.
alright. He's right, you know. I'm just a cat.
That's not reassuring, Jim.
But you are a very pretty cat. Yes, you are.
Thank you.
I just like petting cats. I'm sorry.
And until,
I miss the cats on my ship. We
You
used to
wanna
have
know
a
why?
couple.
because they're both murderous creatures.
Indeed.
Don't cats eat mice or rats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Felday,
But he won't. He
I
won't
would-
be eating my rat, I assure you. And I look at Jim.
Feldea, what is your rat's name?
Just keep it away from me.
Will do. His name's Timo.
Tino?
Timo. I don't actually know how to pronounce that IRL, so I'm just saying Timo.
Can you... What? Temo?
I don't know.
I like
Timo.
Tempo.
It's Timo because that's cuter.
Oh shit, I have spare meds. Anyway,
I mean, that's all I had to do at that scene.
yeah,
All right.
I'm just here, having
I mean-
a laugh.
I think there's something. Do you want to do your thing, Jill?
I mean, I'm gonna say what I want to do, but like vaguely.
Why don't you just send it to Connor in a message
Oh no.
if you don't want the group to know?
Oh no.
How do you-
Perfectly acceptable.
Absolutely
Not
valid. Have
turning
no
at
say.
all.
Would you prefer if I messaged you on Roll or on?
You can message me. You can do Discord if you. It's because it is a little safer. Because if you mess up on Roll20, everybody sees it.
Yep.
So
See.
I don't have eyes. What are you talking about?
Her message is great.
oh, okay.
What?
Do you want to do that with people listening, or do you want to go into Whisper?
Can I make a request that Mercy go with her? Or
I
does
mean-
she want to go alone?
I mean,
What?
no, either way.
What is
No,
going on?
Jesus Christ.
You can come and. Come on, Mercedes.
Oh no!
Oh my
Oh,
god.
where's the pricing?
Oh,
Oh no, what's going on?
Oh no.
Oh, I'm really
Guys.
worried.
Remember that plan B I was talking about?
No.
Oh no.
She's enacting Plan B.
Getting
Oh
into motion.
no.
What? No. Oh no. What?
What's going on?
Oh boy. Yeah.
Welcome,
So-
Jolly. and
I
Jays.
guess
Rose gonna die.
plan A. I guess
This
plan A
feels-
didn't work.
Okay.
This is gonna be fun.
So, do you want to do it with people listening, or do you want to step into Whisper? You have to answer.
You know what? Let's just do it publicly.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
cool.
Finding
Oh,
out.
no.
This sounds wrong, guys.
But she wants to keep this as vague as possible, knowing.
That's not possible.
No, I got it. Before, when I thought I was gonna keep it a secret forever, I was like vague, but now it's like, yeah, let's fucking do this.
Okay. So, I'm gonna need you to roll me a persuasion check to see if you can ask around for this.
Oh, yo, you gotta open up, Mike.
I'm just gonna point out I do still want to get books, but joking.
I figured.
Just persuasion.
Just persuasion, like you're talking to people.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Not bad. Better than what I roll, so don't feel
It is.
fucking 5.
Really is.
Fucking 5. I'm so mad about that.
Boy.
Should I like take a bite of food or will I choke on it?
I would hold
It's
off
a
for now.
50-50.
Okay.
Her plan is really dumb, and there's a reason I wanted Mercy to go with her.
Oh
This is terrifying.
So,
It's gonna build up, and I feel like the reward is not gonna be as great as we're all thinking.
you ask around and you begin, you are eventually pointed to a shop that's called Tony's Tinkering.
Oh no.
And as you enter the store, you find that behind the desk is an almost skinny looking dwarven man with just like some stubble on his face and a shaved head. And he looks at you and goes, "Hello there. What can I help you with?"
Well, I'm looking to buy a gun.
Oh no!
All right. Out of curiosity, do you have a certain type in mind I can give you a hand with?
Well, I've never really seen one. But I was just curious, you know, what's a like beginner level gun? That's
Oh,
not gonna...
right. Well, so a beginner level gun would be something like a flintlock, or maybe a pepper box if you happen to have the money for that one.
Okay. How much would
A regular old flintlock would be about 250 gold, but it does happen to misfire if you're not careful with it and you don't clean it out properly when you try to shoot it. pepper boxes are a lot more reliable. They have more chambers and they hit a little harder, but they use bullets instead of pellets, and well, they're expensive. So, is there a certain type that you have in mind that I can try to assist you with?
How expensive is expensive?
Well, a pepper box is about 800 gold. It takes about a month's worth of work in order to properly make one and ensure that it is in good condition. So about 800 gold is the going price.
I think I'm gonna have to settle for the not expensive.
All right. I do happen to have a flintlock pistol available for purchase. It's about 250 gold. Do you happen to have it on you, or
I do.
what was that? What was that? What did you say?
I was math.
She was pulling out her calculator so she could subtract it from her gold.
Oh my god.
Jill.
5 minus 4 equals...
You guys are all terrible at math.
I literally.
We're
failed.
here, we're
can't do
queer, we're
math.
bad at
This
math.
is
We
no
got the
fair
book,
math.
remember?
I
No,
came
I had
to
to
my.
take a class.
Oh yeah, you did fail one of the classes.
I will point out, looking through this store, you see that there are a lot of various creations that are strewn about the walls and held in cases. You do see what looks like small, almost like tubes attached to wooden handles, but they have been prettied up a little bit. The tubing does have some filigree and etchings onto it. The handle is polished and stained. And you do see that there are other weapons that are also held inside this room. There are what appear to be crossbows with chambers on the underside that load into them. There's this odd, longer version of the same tube, but like it has this little like wooden handle bit towards the middle of the metal tube, and then the handle, and it looks really weird, but it's like held in its own little glass case with a lock on it. But you see there's plenty of variety in this store.
This is too much power. She's sitting here cackling and the mic's not picking it up.
We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die.
Maury's gonna die first.
No,
Rudy's gonna die.
Rudy's got 24 HP. That bitch gonna die.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but Morgan's gonna die.
So,
what do you want?
getting back to the situation at hand, are you gonna buy the flintlock pistol?
Out of character, I have a question. How would one be proficient?
Proficiency is gained through feats, training, other stuff like that.
So then I have to pick up the. Okay. Alright.
Subclasses.
Yeah, basically.
You'd have to like take 3 levels in fighter.
No,
Out of character,
there's a feat.
I mean, no. I know if you're doing the class, I'm saying.
the only person who probably has used gun is most proficient weapon. But she wouldn't know how to take care of it.
Exactly. Like a fighter could definitely use a gun, but you would not be as good with it.
AK, there's no
as,
one in
say,
this party.
a gunslinger.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be like if that thing jammed, you'd be kind of fucked.
Picking up what you're throwing down.
No,
Still cutting out a lot.
it's because I keep leaning back.
Stop
For
doing
some
that.
reason,
No.
the mic like isn't picking us up. When usually we have it like away from us, it's now like maybe 6 inches from my face, and it's still not picking.
Try
Right.
Change your
plugging,
Discord
unplugging, plugging it back
sensitivity.
in.
Yeah, I have my Discord sensitivity just be constantly on. But still, so you're spending 250 gold to get a flintlock pistol.
Are you
I need
gonna
to
do
hear
it?
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Give me the gun.
Ro wants
All right.
a gun.
So it is a loading weapon because it only has a single chamber. You do still need to buy what is it?
Ammo.
Yes, you still need to buy some musket balls, which do come with powder. And it is 20 gold. Let's see. Yeah, it's 2 gold for 20 shots. The flintlock weighs 3 pounds. It has single shot. It's a loading weapon. It is classified as light. It will misfire on 1s, 2s, and 3s. It has a normal range of 30 feet, a long range of 90 feet, and it does a D8 of piercing.
What's that one picture of Justin or one of the McElroys trying to shoot a
crying.
gun?
I want to point out, Jill just put in her inventory in all capital, gun.
I'm gonna change that one.
Also to shoot, it's just D20 plus dexterity because she's not proficient.
Exactly. You're not proficient currently, so you do not get proficiency bonus for this. You just get dex. That's it.
Gotta wait until your first ASI for that.
Yes, indeed.
She's looking so evil right now.
I'm literally rubbing my hands together like a fucking villain.
Gun.
I can't remember. Did Mercy go with her? Did we decide that?
Yes.
Listen, yeah, that's
Yes.
So Mercy's watching her do this and not saying anything.
But remember, you still need to purchase the Asco musket balls. It's
Okay.
2 gold for 20 shots.
Alright, I'll take 2 gold off my thing.
Okay.
And buy some of those bad boys.
And the pouch you were given is a hefty pouch. It's about a pound for 20 of a pound of bullets.
You're not wrong, Becca. You're not wrong.
Oof, this is gonna be real bad.
This is gonna be scary.
And Erudite is normally next to her. Fuck.
We told you this was more dangerous for Lo than anyone else.
Well,
Well, you have to get within 30 feet though, so
We'll
yeah.
be fine.
Mercy's
We'll be fine. Morgan might not be, but. Although I will say, for team inflicted damages, Deah has the record so far.
yes.
I will say.
Now,
You have a 10 AC right now.
Tony's gonna look at you and go, "So, do you happen to have a kit to clean one of those out, or
He's upselling.
no?
Oh dear.
No, I don't.
You're definitely gonna need one."
Okay.
Oh,
Her
money.
with her wallet still out. How much does that cost?
Well, you're gonna need this little kit right here, and he pulls up this little kit of like brushes and little small screwdrivers and wrenches and stuff like that, and it's just the tinker's kit. And that costs. Fuck, what's the price?
That
Probably
money.
25.
What was that?
I said it's probably 25.
I believe so.
I'm not
I see.
positive though. It's
I just need to find the exact pricing on it because I can't just pull something out of my ass.
I
Especially
mean,
when it has to do with
No,
guns,
I don't
it's
want to
very
do that.
different.
It is 50 gold.
oh, I was wrong. Twice
Yeah,
that.
it's expensive.
Alright, I'll buy that too, I guess.
I want you to know this is the first time Mercy's ever seen Rose spend this much money.
She knows what she wants.
One.
And it is to murder.
Just don't try and shoot displacer bees.
What?
No, be quiet. Be quiet, Tia.
Actually, wait. Oh no, wait. Jace is such a big target. Gale is such a big target, though.
That's
I mean,
fine.
to be fair,
Yeah,
the people most
just a
likely to
little
get
bit.
hit is
Um,
Mercy,
Is
Gale.
there anything else you'd like to buy here, or will that be it for today?
Well, seeing as I can't immediately buy skill,
Nope, you're. It's gonna take some time for that, but yeah. One other thing. Don't try to fire that thing after it misfires. You'll have to clean it out, or you'll be at risk of that thing exploding in your hand.
Nice.
oh boy, how exciting.
So basically, out of character,
Mm-hmm.
It'll
with
hurt.
misfire,
Misfire big
You-
owie.
yeah, if you misfiring is fine, but if for whatever reason you ignore the fact that your gun just misfired and you shoot again, the gun will blow up.
Wait. Out of character. Would Ro even know what it means when it misfires?
No,
I mean, she's gonna find out.
she's gonna find out.
She's gonna find out.
I can't wait for Rose's first gun to explode in the first fight.
Right now, it's a
Ro-
very It's a very intense situation because I am buying a gun. However,
Rose loses a hand.
I have a leash on Ro.
No,
short one.
you really don't. She has scissors.
I don't plan on making this as horrible as it sounds.
Uh-huh.
So,
Oh, you don't. She might, though.
is there anything else that Ro is going to do?
Well, she's done. She's like, I'm gonna go get a drink, y'all.
Alright.
Yes, alcohol
gun.
and alcohol and gun. Best choice.
As they're leaving, Mercy's just gonna look at Ro and go, "Do not put that somewhere where it could accidentally misfire and take something off."
Bro, I'm about to put the gun into her like waist. It's like, oh, yeah, I know.
Oh shit, yeah, that's a good idea.
Is that a gun in your pants, or are you just cleansing?
Hey.
I can feel Mercy's blood pressure rising.
Are you sure that's not just your own?
It's a bit both.
Maury just felt a chill run down her back.
So-
up in the night with sleep paralysis, Rose standing at the end of the
Let's go over to a less chaotic individual. Let's go over to Rudy. Rudy, you want to go to a bookstore?
Jesus, Michelle is not. Yes, but
Okay.
specifically, if I wanted to find out about a certain kind of like beast or whatever, would I go to a regular one or would I have to go to a Sagio?
That's
she's
something
in-
you'd actually have to ask someone about. You'd have to ask either the bookstore owner or a Sagio.
I'm gonna go to a Sagio then.
All right. So you make your way over to where Sagio's Oddities is located, and you make your way in, and you see behind this table, of course, is a Sagio, and he would look up at you and go, "Ah, hello there. It's very nice to see you again, Mr. Erudite.
Hi, Mr. Dene.
So, is there anything I can assist you with?"
Actually, there is. Would you happen to know where I could find a book about fiends and devils and whatnot?
Well, that's a very difficult thing to find. I'm certain I could pull some strings and have a conversation with one of my suppliers and have them send one to you, but I
Okay.
don't have one, and I can't imagine that your run-of-the-mill bookstore would just happen to have a book on fiends laying about.
Would you happen to know how much that would cost me?
How in-depth would you like the book to be?
Sure. As much.
As much as possible would be quite expensive. So I know
Maybe
that some tomes are as far as 10,000 gold in pricing.
Oof, okay. Maybe perhaps not that much. I guess basic information would be fine.
For a relatively basic book on the devils and demons, I mean, maybe at 50 gold, but
Okay.
I would warn you, it really will not be very much.
And something, maybe not in depth, but maybe perhaps a bit more information. Just something that I would. I just
Stop
somewhere in the middle, I
clicking.
guess.
Sorry.
Sorry, that's me.
200, 250, something around that range.
And that's not something I'd be able to find in a library.
I would doubt it.
That's understandable. Okay, well, I suppose just get the basic one if you can. For now.
Very well. You are looking to order something through me, so I will require half of the cost today. So
Okay. Puke, but okay. She hands it over even though she's not very happy
Alright,
about it.
so you're handing him over 25 gold,
25 gold.
and at some point he's gonna get a hold of a book on fiends. A very basic one though.
You
I mean, I
have
feel I have-
25 gold?
I don't really have that much more.
Oh, dear.
You don't have that much money on you.
No, I don't. I have 8 gold now. Ugh.
You do not have 25 gold on you.
I do.
No,
Okay.
this is after the 25.
This is after the
I
20.
see.
I had 33. I have
Ah.
2 8s. I
You
currently
Well.
have...
bitch.
That sucks.
You'll have to find that
Winner!
money when that book comes in.
Hopefully, by the time we get back, we'll have money. She's fucked.
You could beg someone.
Well, you know what? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
All right.
Did you just say we'll cross that bitch when we get to it?
Bridge.
Bridge.
Okay. Thank you, thank you, Mr. Tanae.
No, not a problem. Not a problem at all.
And then she's gonna go to a regular bookstore,
Yes.
and she's going to see if she can find 2 things.
Okay.
She kind of wants to find like a trashy book, like
Like
romance
it's like a shitty romance novel.
yeah,
Tusk Glove.
Okay.
Slippers.
yeah. She basically wants to find Tusk Love, and she's going to see if she can maybe find a book on Segoyan, like basics.
Seogian.
Seogian. I'm sorry. About like basic, like learning the language.
Okay. I will tell you right now. So you're going to be going to a location called the Nodding Raven. It is a small bookstore in the Gold District. It is run by what looks like a short gnomish woman. Looks to be up a little higher in when it comes to age. Now, as you look through the store, you do see that there is a romance novel. There are quite a few romance novels in the shop, as well. Everybody loves their trash.
Exactly.
And
Don't hate on.
and you see that there are several books. One is called Bride of Twilight. There's another one called Years in the Diary, and another one that's a little more saucy called The Wife of the Stolen Lace.
Which is the cheapest?
The cheapest would be Bride of Twilight. It's a smaller book, and it looks to be maybe not as interesting, but just it's there.
Okay, that's fine.
No. Oh no! Everybody wants the shitty novels. Why?
It's impressive that you came up with them so quickly.
Listen, Rudy.
I'm good at what I do.
Rudy might be smart, but like she also like there is no matter how smart you are, you always have like a guilty pleasure. This would be her guilty.
Shitty books.
Shitty romance novels are like her
Rudy
jam.
reads Twilight.
Oh my
1000%
god.
Oh no.
Did she read 50 Shades of Grey?
No, we're not bringing that up here.
Just standards.
No, she has standards. And Twilight's not bad,
Does
it's not
she?
bad. 50 Shades is real bad.
We're not going into 50 Shades right now.
Listen, I was never allowed.
Anyway, and
Twilight.
the language book?
There, if you wish to ask the bookkeeper, the bookstore owner, she could definitely tell you.
Okay, she's gonna do that, even though she doesn't like talking to people, but okay. What's the bookstore's name? The bookkeeper's name?
You're not asked.
Oh, I have to ask. Okay, I
Yes,
thought.
of course.
Okay. So she goes
that's
up
how
and
people
she's
work.
like, shh. She's like, hello. What's your name?
Oh there. Good Aaron. How can I help you?
Can you please write that in the chat comment? Thank you, sir.
That was a G at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Gan Aaron.
Okay, and
God,
what does this person look like, Ganarin?
It is a short gnomish woman. She's got kind of dusty colored hair. It looks like she's certainly up there in her age, which for a gnome is
Yeah. Oh,
quite high.
it's quite high. So she's gonna. Is she short? I am assuming. Gnomes
Oh
are
yes, gnomes are. I
Gnomes are
think
short.
I'm pretty confident gnomes are shorter than halflings, making them around 2 feet
Yes.
tall.
Correct.
Yeah, I should know this. I have my other game has a gnome in it, but yeah. So she's gonna look down. She's gonna be like, "Oh, hello. My name is Erudite. I was just
Yes.
wondering, would you happen to have any books? You're gonna have to tell me the name of the language again. I'm sorry, Connor. I'm gonna get it.
Seogians.
Seogian. Okay. Do you happen to have any books about the basics of Seogian?
Oh, I'm sure I have at least one of those lying around somewhere. Give me a second.
Thank you.
And you'll see her kind of totter off back to the back room, and you hear her digging through some piles of books. You hear something dropping. Ah, shit! And then she eventually comes back out holding a fairly hefty looking book. She goes, I do happen to have one right here. It is it's not older, but it is fairly expensive.
Oh, well, I don't have the money for that right now.
Yeah, price wise, 250
Yeah.
gold.
Yeah, no, Michelle just.
Oh my god.
Rudy is fucking broke.
It's the problem with learning languages is no matter what, it's about 250 gold because
Yeah, that's fair.
if you're learning it from somebody, it's a gold per day and it takes 250 days.
That is fair as fuck. Unfortunately, I don't have the money for that right now. That's okay. She's gonna hold up the book that she picked up, and she's gonna. How much?
Oh, that's only about 5 silver.
Nice.
Oh, actually, if that's the case, she's gonna go pick up one of the other books.
Oh no, okay. So you currently have Bride of Twilight.
Yes, I'm going to pick
there's-
up 2 books. If I can't afford any other books, she's gonna pick up the trash.
Okay, there is Years in the Diary, and there is The Wife in the Stolen Lace, which does look to be a bit more risque.
She's gonna pick the dirty book. She's gonna pick the dirty book.
Rudy.
Okay, so you are now carrying Bride of Twilight, which is a romance novel, and The Wife of
Picking
the
up some
Stolen
softcore
Lace.
point.
Basically, to give you a rough rundown, Bride of Twilight is a story about a woman who falls in love with a vampire.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Twilight.
And the plot is a bit predictable.
She's reading Twilight.
You've got a feeling that at the end of this lady's gonna wind up dead. But
And they were roommates.
and they were
Oh
like,
my god.
Oh my
they
god,
were
they're
roommates.
oh no. Meanwhile, The Wife of the Stolen Lace is a novel about a noble woman who gets wrapped up in a plot with a member of a thieves guild, and
Hell
it
yeah.
goes on from there.
I'm super into that.
Especially that Mori is her ex-girlfriend.
Boy, I can't believe I'm gonna have to come up with a plot for this, but okay.
Yay, look at it!
Okay,
Oh,
so she's gonna,
no.
Get this to yourself.
she's
I
gonna
don't like
ask.
this.
She's gonna ask how much both these books are.
The Bride of Twilight is about 5 silver, and
Correct.
The Wife of the Stolen Lace is about a gold.
All right, she's gonna hand over 2 pieces of gold, get back 5. So
Yep.
yeah. All right.
All
She's
right,
taking both of them.
all right. Please, enjoy your reading.
Oh, thank you. I think I will. And then she's gonna put it in her bag,
Oh no.
and she's gonna walk away very
I
happy.
have to write these. No.
Bye, Connor.
Connor, let me write them, please.
No.
Connor, what's the name of the dirty book?
The Wife of the
Wife
Stolen
of the
Lace.
Stolen Lace.
Oh my god, I love it.
Uh,
Listen,
You did this to yourself.
I did.
Connor, please.
No, I did it because of them. I did it because of her.
Exactly.
I didn't have a choice.
sorry. Listen.
What?
Both my main characters like dirty, trashy novels. It's great.
Might say something about the player, doesn't it?
Yep.
A little bit, and that's fine. I'm totally okay with that.
So,
Then she's gonna head back. She's done.
no, I'm not writing them down right now. I'm busy. And next, Mercy, you wanted to go to a carpentry shop to pick up a wood carving kit?
Yep.
Okay. So, going through the Silver District, as that is, that's a bit more working class as locations go. You do eventually locate a what looks like a furniture and carpentry shop named Men at Work, and on the sign there is a
And it worked.
picture of 2 men sawing a large chunk of wood.
Is safety dance playing inside?
I wish. I will point out to you, I used the random name generator and I saw that and I was like, yep,
Wait, what?
Men at Work. Perfect.
Oh, no.
That's amazing.
It works. I love it. And you make your way into the store, and you see it looks like one man is attempting to pack up a couple of parts of the display. It looks to be a shorter, about 5 foot, 4'11", half elven man with very tan skin, It looks like he's very rough hands after years of working with carpentry. He does appear to be lacking any stubble, so it looks like the elder bloodline is a bit stronger in him. But after hearing the bell, ding, 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 as you enter the shop, he looks over you and goes, be there in just a minute.
Alright, and she's gonna look around while she waits.
All right. Shit. 1 second, please.
He muted himself.
Okay.
He's gone.
Everybody touch.
Oh God!
I'm the DM.
We are completely unsupervised now.
You can still hear us. Don't get your hopes up.
I'm
Chaos.
Morrigan.
Roll
The
for it.
chaos ensues immediately.
Roll for it.
This
Roll to
is
hit
more.
Roy.
Here's the thing. See, you haven't seen it. We go into the whisper. When he goes into the whisper chats with people.
Oh my
I
God!
just.
Oh no, he's back.
He finishes moving some of the things off to the side, and then he moves back over to the main desk and goes, "So, anything I can do for you right now, or what?"
Do you have a woodcarver's kit I could have?
Yeah, of course.
Buy.
Yeah.
Buy.
You can buy it off of me. I'm not going to just give it to you.
Yeah, I assumed.
I happen to have. I've got a couple of woodcarver's tools I can give to you. You looking for something simple or something nicer?
Oh
Something
wait, he's Australian.
He is. Something that's not a bitch to carry around, but still kind of nice.
That's definitely going to be some woodcarver's tools. If you wanted some carpentry stuff, that's not gonna lie, that's a lot more expensive. But got a set of a little set for whittling and carving and stuff like that. It's about a go if you like it.
Yeah. And do you have any like spare chunks of wood I could work on?
Oh yeah, you can have an armful for about 5 copper.
All right. That's all I wanted from here.
All right, well, yeah, here you go. You pass over the 1 gold and 5 copper.
Yep.
Okay, yep. And you have a wood carving kit. Wood carver's tools on a kit. It which weighs 5 pounds, so add a little bit more onto that.
I lost weight because of things that we did out of session.
And you now have a small bundle of wood. And he does direct you over to stuff that you're allowed to take. It is scrap. It is stuff to work on, but it is still serviceable. Also, it is the Nodding Raven.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, N-O-D-D, not K-N-O-T-T.
Thank you, sir.
So, is there anything else you'd like to do while speaking to the Australian elf? What?
I mean, no, Mercy's done here. She only wanted one thing.
All right.
She's gonna go back to the inn and probably whittle away at something.
Didn't even ask his name. So.
Connor, I have to ask this question. And it's gonna sound really stupid. Is essays, whatever it is that Fantasy Australia?
No.
Okay, thank God.
Ekes is actually does show some more similarities with France and Spain.
It's Fantasy Australia, right?
Alvax is indeed Fantasy Australia.
That would
Thank the
explain
Lord.
it.
Because that's what you guys are taking to referring to it as. So there we go.
Victoria's Fantasy.
Because I was like, if I have to
Siberia.
change
Okay.
Maury's accent, horrible British to even worse Australian, no one is going to enjoy this.
Well,
But yeah, no, Connor, I care about
Yes.
what the characters are about. Mercy doesn't give a shit. She's
I
gone.
I figured. So is there anything else you guys would like to do before the day is up?
Nope, I have all my stuff done.
I mean, I'm getting late, so.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to the inn and whittle.
Yes. Okay.
I'm gonna go read my book. I'm gonna read Bride of Twilight first.
Yes. Now you're not trained in woodcarver's tools, right?
Yes, I am.
You are.
Yeah.
All right.
Proficient. I get that at 3rd level as a fighter because I get to choose a toolkit. Remember?
Wait. Fighters get.
We
I
get to
think
choose.
it's part of the Battlemaster thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. Okay. I was like, I just made a champion. I don't remember him getting that.
That's because your champion sucks.
Entirely debatable.
So mean.
The
He's
DM will
just-
remember that.
He commented on my map. I'm allowed to be mean.
Yeah, well, your map sucks.
Your map
no.
sucks.
Your
I
mom
just
sucks.
fucking agree. This took a week.
Anyways.
Let's see. With that, it will go on to the next day. So it is now the 66th of summer. And
I
this
will
is
go
September.
pick up my shit.
Do you remember?
Nope,
No. No.
we don't need that.
I don't remember.
It's a great song. No, don't need it though.
Well, I was probably drunk. She doesn't remember.
I figured.
You're gonna go pick up the stuff for Massagio. Right.
I've got a couple things to do with him.
All right.
Kinky.
What's your fucking character? Caloron.
Hi.
Coloron.
AKA Thought Cleric.
8 characters, guys. 8 characters and how many NPCs?
To be fair, he also got rid of his name on Discord.
You did? You did?
Yeah, he's
He
co-prime.
did.
No, god damn it. Stop it.
He's changing
so
it back.
I will.
Oh my god.
But you make your way over to Asagio's Oddities, and you see that while it is fairly early, it's about 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. He has opened up shop. And behind the main desk, you do of course see Asagio today.
Hello. Good morning.
Hello there. Very nice to see you again, Mr. Caloron, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice to see you. So I do have the list of objects I was looking for you.
Fabulous.
It is oh gosh, where did I put it? Give me a moment. And you see him just kind of dig through some papers as he tries to find where he put the paperwork. And he hands it right over to you. It should now be visible in your handouts.
Oh shit! I thought it was something Discord.
No, God, no, I'm not going to send it to you via Discord.
Cool. Interesting.
There's just
God.
there are just several things that I need for some potions and for a project I wanted to work on and a few other things. And for spell ingredients, of course. That Gordo is annoying to try and retrieve.
I can imagine. I will throw this out there. I hope you're not expecting the beholder eyes anytime soon.
No, I would not expect you to simply have them laying around.
Oh my
I also
god.
think they're a bit beyond what the group will be willing to do, but if we happen to come across
there is no
one, we
time
would be more
limit
than
for
happy.
For those objects, there is no time limit, and for a majority of these, you can take your time. It is for potions that are a bit more difficult to make or difficult to find. I'm sure you can find an herbalist or somebody who can assist you and find where these should be located. Most of them are plants. Well, many of them.
Well, thank you. And is my dagger ready?
Yes, of course. Here it is. And he pulls out the same brass-handled switchblade, and he hands it to you, and he says, remember, just pull that little trigger mechanism right there on the side of the handle. And as you pull the little trigger, it just kind of goes, sticks right out, and there is a relatively small switchblade dagger.
Cool. I will take that then.
Now, as for the item you wish to have made, I have priced around a bit and found what I should be able to make it relatively easily. Comprehend language is a simple spell with very simple ingredients. It's soot and I believe it's ash or something of the sort. Something very dull. But still, the act of putting it onto an item to work permanently is very difficult. So I can do it. It will take anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks, and it will cost about 625 gold.
That's reasonable.
All right. If you do wish to go forward with me having me create this for you, I will take about half of the overall cost. I can begin.
I heard that, Cole.
I heard that noise. I can begin making it whenever you wish. There is no rush for the payment. You can hold off on paying me right now, and I can simply start fiddling around with some ideas. It will still take 2 to 3 weeks to produce it, and there's a good chance you may wind up seeing Cog running the store in the meantime, as it will take time.
And you said around half.
Around half, about 300, really.
What about 250?
Roll persuasion.
It's tragic because I have 294 gold. It's like I'm fucking 6 away. That's so sad.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
So you go. I could just say 294 and see how he acts, or go, oh, I can just undercut him.
Yay! I would pay him all at some point. Persuasion. Fuck.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope, my dude.
I
Sorry.
apologize. It sets a good precedent with business to try and collect as much as possible. That way, nobody attempts to, well, trick me.
Well, I'm afraid I'm 6 gold short, but you might actually be able to help me with that.
That's nothing.
Because
6 gold means nothing.
Cool. I will give him 294 gold then.
All of your money.
Now, here's the question: was that your money or the party funds?
Oh, you know, the party still has 424 gold.
I
Okay.
was literally about
Believe
that.
it.
No, I've been keeping track. I'm not an asshole.
Callus.
Who has the most?
The party funds.
The party funds.
Party funds, yeah.
Besides the party funds. Party funds don't count.
After everyone's spending everything, it might actually be like Morgan.
I have nearly 400, so yeah.
Yeah, Moy's got it.
I had 400.
I have 375, but like
No, yeah, you beat me by 4.
I do.
Yeah. Well, wait.
I
no,
thought you had
have a platinum
400.
piece. I had 3. I said I had nearly 4. I had 370. They also have a platinum piece, so never mind.
Oh yeah.
That's 10
I
gold.
beat you.
I
Yes.
have 8 gold.
Yes,
What?
it is
No.
Connor.
So
I have 6 gold.
I can get to work on the item as soon as possible. Don't be surprised if you find my construct companion working behind the desk in my stead. I will be rather busy.
God, I hope our next thing.
Cog did amazing work with that.
Metagaming
I
over.
trust him completely.
Actually, looking over the blade, yes, it is a very, very well-made blade. It is not. It is still just a regular like steel dagger blade, and it goes out about, let's say, what, like 5 inches. It's a pretty large size switchblade, but it's well made.
Cole,
Anyway, what?
do you still have the gold? The old gold?
Yeah, I was actually about to bring that up.
Okay, yeah, because we talked about it. I wanted to make sure you remembered.
Yeah, no, I know. It's on my notes. And there's actually one last thing. You mentioned last time we spoke that we happened to come across lots of interesting things. Well,
Yes.
we happened to find some pre-schism money that I feel like, to the right person, could be worth something. And I pull out the 25 pre-schism.
I'd imagine that to be very much worth quite a bit of money to a collector. I'm not a collector, of course.
But I imagine someone as well connected as you would know someone.
In the collecting community, I know people who create things and cast spells. That's such and so on and so forth. I am not too familiar with collectors. I don't care all that much for doing such things.
Then, do you know someone who I could talk to potentially exchange?
I'm not too sure. I really have not been in town very long, and most people I work with don't do such things, or if they do, they're far beyond collecting coins.
Very well. I figured I'd ask.
It's so weird that you're asking him.
I don't know who else to ask. I guess I can ask.
Avero?
I guess I'll ask him next time. Okay.
Jesus.
Anyway,
All of us sitting here thinking that.
ask it. I thought I'd ask him first. I figured he'd know.
I don't know who to ask. Literally everyone else. Avero.
Lucy
Okay.
Skywalker was bound to know something.
Wait, what?
Anyway.
Right, yeah, I forgot.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like
Oh, right.
Skywalker.
Anyway, so much. I'm looking forward to this, and I will look forward to any future business between us.
As will I, Mr. Caloron. As will I. But I need to get back to opening up my shop. It's still quite early in the morning. So, I will get onto working on the object as soon as possible, and I do hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
I will. And it's Shearwater, for the record. Caloron Shearwater.
Mr. Shearwater.
What?
Yes.
You didn't
Yeah,
hear
that's
that.
Pulling out the
None of
notebook.
us are there.
No, it's I'm just like as a character, like, what? We have a name?
No.
Twins do in fact have
The
a last
twin-
name. It's crazy.
The twins were born from the trash with no last name.
Hey,
Can I add
that's
that?
Jill's backstory.
Okay, I can't. I guess I can't add that to the sheet then.
No, you can't.
Nope.
How do you
Maddie,
spell
you're
it?
adding it to my
You don't get to
Doesn't matter.
know.
You do not get to know.
Yeah, we don't know.
It's for me outside of game.
Anyway, I then guess I return to the Lucky Sapphire.
Yes, you do. Now, is there anything else anybody wants to try and get? Anything
Wait,
else
real
that
quick. Sorry, one thing. Has the deck worn off yet?
the deck? Oh
Yeah,
yes,
it has.
it wears off at sundown. Sorry, at sunrise. I said sundown.
Nice.
So AKA Will can pull a card.
I'll offer to Rose if she wanted to. Okay, go on, go, continue. I just want to know what my AC was because I'm worried.
Let's introduce our new character.
So,
An hour in.
yes, your AC. is
Sorry, guys.
normal.
Hey,
So,
this is how this works.
you all, after some time, as one of you is a very late sleeper, Ro.
I was like, who?
You said that and I stared at her. She looked confused.
Why are you confused, Jill?
Should we roll to see who wakes up first?
No, I know exactly who wakes up last, so it doesn't matter.
Aww.
I mean, Rudy is like sun up kind of girl, so.
So around 9:30, 10 o'clock, Ro finally
went
gets
to
up.
sleep.
So yeah, around 9:30, 10 o'clock, Ro finally gets up.
That's late.
Yeah, well, in a world where most people get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, yes. After all, a farmer gets up fucking early, dude.
Yeah.
God, she's so lazy.
We don't have light bulbs.
You get up when the sun rises, and it's summer. So you just kind of get up
Valid.
when it shows up. But at about that time, Avro is still serving breakfast for everybody, so he does take orders for you guys and
He
bring it out
does
to you.
so much.
He runs a bar.
And a guild.
And a dealing skill.
So it is currently the morning. You guys are all, I'm assuming, around the same area or a same table.
Mm,
I turn to Ro and say, "Here, you said you wanted to draw a card," and I offer the deck of.
Oh, absolutely.
Half asleep when
Oh,
I
yeah,
was reading a card.
she's like, yeah, this is a really good idea to do it first thing.
Mosey's stopping what she's doing to watch.
This is a great idea early in the morning.
oh my god.
So what is the roll for it?
It's a 1d12.
D12.
It is a very small deck of cards.
A 2.
Okay.
A 2. Got it.
What happens to me?
Quit dabbing.
Well.
Oh no. Oh no.
This is
You
fun.
You don't feel as accurate or as
Does
potent.
she miss putting food in her mouth?
You don't feel as accurate or as potent as you used to. You take a -4 to hit and damage for the entire day.
This why Rudy's never touching that deck.
And it is. No,
No, it's
it's
one
once per day.
The 66.
And I will
Alright.
point out, it is a -4 to damage dealt by melee weapons, range attacks, and stuff like that. This does include magical range attacks, so yes, Eldritch Blast does count.
Oh boy.
Meanwhile, spell effects that are like AoE or save based don't get affected.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were one off from the worst effect there is.
Oh,
Oh,
god.
God.
Which is, I'm guessing, minus HP.
No.
Oh, there's worse than that. Oh, Jesus.
Minus the saving throws.
That's pretty bad.
We'll find out at some point.
But
It's okay,
I would like, if you guys wish, you guys can have some conversations amongst yourselves while we eventually get to the other two. Because the other two are going to be entering.
I lean over to Cal and I ask, do you think next time I could try a card?
Of course.
Brilliant.
I'm gonna look at Mercy and I'm gonna ask
Oh no.
Mercy if I could. Mercy, do you think I could borrow that compass?
Fuck.
Muzzy takes it out and hands it to her and looks at the table and goes, "Why are you all fascinated with this thing? It's a little gimmick."
Mhm. She's gonna hold the compass in her hand.
It points towards the southwest.
I'm bad at directions, guys.
Down
and
to the left.
It is southwest is down to the left. Southwest is a little more down than. Wait, did you say left? Down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Left
On
one
a map.
facing the map.
Don't get mad at us for
Okay.
right.
No. Well, I
Okay.
was thinking like if you were.
Wait, Becca, did you just ask who gets left mixed with right?
No,
Okay, yeah. She
Because
looks
because
at
I
that.
do.
She looks at it, is very satisfied, and hands it back to. Hands it back to
Alright.
Mercy.
So, I turn to my sister, who I would assume I'm sitting next to.
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
and, I know it's not a here, but I did manage to have Masagio, finish this for you, and I pull out the switchblade dagger.
Oh.
Apparently, when you do that thing when you tend to obliterate people?
You violently murder people.
Yeah, I can think of a few occasions when that happened.
Yeah. So
Well-
can Mercy.
They is not apologizing for that.
Cover me in blood.
Well, if you do that with this blade, you get a little bit of extra oomph out of it, from what I hear.
E-
And I feel like you could make
You
the
got
most
me a
use of it.
you got me a magic blade?
It's the empty switchblade case that I found.
Oh.
And I give her. And I've named it Overkill, because that's what you can do.
Dumbest fucking name.
Too bad.
Connor, you
Could've
told
been
me he was
outside.
naming it something dumb, and I was expecting something like gross.
That's
okay.
It's Ted. Its name is...
Can we name it Jim
No.
after the cat? Greg. Name it Greg.
Greg. Oh no!
I named it
Oh, no!
Overkill because she overkills things.
All right.
You can go fuck yourself.
I mean, it's apt. Gee, cow.
And Connor will send you the sheet, I'm assuming.
I have already added it into her sheet. as a
Yeah, I was like, or
task.
you can add it to my sheet.
Yeah, of course.
Boom, I'll remove it from my inventory.
And
Hell yeah.
I just messaged it to you.
Ooh, nice.
Also, I guess I'll turn to the group then and say, I also have a feeling that I know that I'm at least a little short on funds, but I might have gotten
Bro?
us.
Bro, where's the gun?
Oh no.
Ro, where is Ro putting her gun?
Please tell me it's not down her
Like,
pants.
is it in your bag, or are you wearing it on you?
You should've gotten a
And
leather
I will say, because I should have pointed this out, he did give you a holster.
He did?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fully holstered then, like
Oh god.
she's got it
So-
out. She's got her her
Yeah,
her
yeah.
concealed
Rose
carry
got-
for it.
Oh god.
Does she have a license to kill?
Cool.
Like, Ro visibly has a gun
Right.
on her.
I need you to put as one of the cards for humanity.
Bro with the gun.
Yeah, I'll add it after.
No.
Anyway.
The sheer panic in Carmen's voice of, where's the gun?
Where's the gun? Okay, anyway. I do have a few list of items that we could acquire for Asagio that would pay us some coin, if you guys would be interested in helping retrieve them.
Do you have the list on you?
I do, and I pull it out. So, for a bushel of...
I will make it visible to all players.
Cool.
Yay! Thank God.
What?
There we go.
We get a list.
Check your handout.
A list of all the things we've missed.
So yeah, I feel like...
Where?
Not sure.
There
Under
it is.
handouts.
I don't. Oh.
Oh god, you actually put it in like cursive writing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
My
Connor does
time
that.
has come.
Is that
I
mountain
19.
girl?
I never learned how to read.
No, Kate's 19.
I'm 21.
Beholder eyes. Says
Yeah.
Deah.
Is that Lawnspur?
Lomspur.
Lomspur. Okay, so
Lomspur
it's
is a
an N, not
plant.
N.
I know. So does Rudy look at this and go like, I kind of know what some of these things are for.
You know what at least one of them is?
I mean, like the
But-
back wall.
yeah.
No,
it's
you
explosive.
you picked it up at the facility.
I did.
One of you did. Someone picked up the potted plant that had Lomspur in it.
That was Leticia.
Oh, that was
Oh, we
Lily.
gave it to Alessia.
Oh, well,
Well,
Gave it to the lesbian.
you're down a potted Lomspur. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, she took that with her.
she asked for it, and we were like, alright.
We didn't
Guys
know.
aren't gonna do anything with a potted plant.
Is that bat
Yeah.
guano?
I didn't know it'd be worth 75
Yes,
gold.
it is. That is for Fireball.
Isn't that feces?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
That-
I just want to make
Where
sure.
would we find a fucking large? Oh, we were just underground. Never mind. The amber.
Hmm. I'm sure we'll find it eventually. But
We're in an adventurers guild. We'll probably come across some of us.
I
not
think we
looking
can-
forward to that beholder.
Yeah.
That's not something we'll worry
Let's-
about now.
Let's not do that. Let's
Let's
just ignore it.
Let's-
I don't know. It's 1,000 gold for
1,000 gold
the
though.
big eye.
we
Okay,
should just
it's 1,000
focus-
gold, but one of
Actually,
us could die.
I'd like. Who's trained in Arcana?
Me.
Is it
And
just
only
you?
her. Yep.
It is.
Okay. You can roll Arcana.
Yay.
Yeah, the rest of us are stupid. Remember?
Okay. You know, beholders typically have multiple eyes,
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean,
And that's just-
so
Well,
it's not just 1,000 gold. It's
Does one of them have
Yeah,
beauty
but for the
in it?
large eye.
oh yeah, but then there's also all the small eyes.
Yeah.
She's just gonna look and
Which
be
are-
like, well, if we do at some point kill a beholder, it will be more than 1,000. There's multiple eyes on a beholder.
Yes. I can read the fact. Like, my sister speaks deep, as she is keen to remind people.
I do speak
I'm
deep.
familiar.
I don't think we can convince a beholder to give up his eyes, though.
I mean, you never know.
It's true. We haven't tried.
Then again, you're not really a
But
persuasive person.
perhaps we don't worry about
So
that at the moment.
social, you know.
We
But I
can
feel
worry
like-
about the other things that are
The herbs
more
and
easily
such.
obtainable, like the back guano. I don't think should be too difficult.
We'll probably just have to find a cave system.
Alright, guys. Kate's banned.
Okay, I've seen that joke so many times and I hate it.
Yeah.
That's the second time
Anyway,
that joke's been brought
we're
up
supposed to be
today.
meeting the rest, our new additions.
Apparently. All I know is Ro and Mosey's gonna grab Ro. Don't attack the tall one. I know you get mad when people are taller than you.
I don't know. Do we know what they
No,
look
we don't.
like?
Oh no.
No,
Mer-
No, no.
Mercy asked if one was
Mercy-
taller.
Mercy asked if someone was taller than her,
Oh,
and
oh.
Avro said, "Yeah."
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was gonna look at Mercy and go, do you think I'm like a rabid animal? Do you think I can jump at somebody?
I have
without-
Yes. Yes,
Maury,
you are.
Maury hear, does Maury hear that?
We're at the same table.
Yeah, y'all are at the
Okay,
same table.
So Maury gives her a very long look. She doesn't say anything. She just looks at her.
Rose gonna turn to Morgan and go, you pulled a knife on me.
You asked it. You wanted my
Children,
hand
children.
cut off.
Not at breakfast.
Yes,
Not a
let's try to make a good
Yes,
impression.
please
on
do
the new folks.
shut
Wait
up.
till lunch.
She does. Maury,
Rudy's just like she goes back to her book.
Which one?
Which one?
She's currently reading the Twilight Bride one, the Bride of Twilight.
Oh no.
Mori distinctly looks directly at Mercy and says, "I apologize." Not a row.
Mercy's just gonna give her a look and go, "Look, man, it's your funeral." You know she's wearing a gun right now, right?
I'm not a team killer. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I bought this, so I'm gonna help kill things now.
Do you know how to use it?
No.
Let me put it this way, Ro. Do you know how to even take it off safety?
There is not a safety in an old version of the flintlock. There is not a safety.
There's
The
only
safety is
pew
how long
or
it
nothing.
Yeah, there is hammer, and that's it.
The
There's
safety
the thing.
is building it.
Wait,
The safety is putting it together.
do you even know where the trigger to pull is? And do not put your finger on it in the
Bad
box.
question.
God. Deah's just gonna put her face in her hands and just.
It's 1-8. You do not get your bonus to it because you're not proficient. Okay. I put the gun into your inventory.
Oh god. By the way, Mercy's been whittling this whole time, probably. Not doing anything actually, like trying to, but just ripping up the board that she's gotten.
Just
No,
watching it
she's
ripping up.
stressed. That's what she's doing when she's stressed right now. Ro has a gun. She's no sleep.
Zero fear. Row with
I
a gun.
guess while we're waiting, Cal would walk over to Avro.
Oh no, please don't hit on him.
What's up?
Hit on him.
That's
Oh my
not
god,
what he's
children!
doing.
No. So, in our most recent adventure, we happened to come across some pre-schism. Do you know of anybody who'd be interested in possibly exchanging it for coin?
Governor?
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice talk.
Yeah, there wasn't much else to say. Yeah, the governor.
Yeah. When are our two new friends supposed to arrive?
Soon-ish. I told them to show up around like a little bit before noon. I didn't think the halfling over there was gonna wake up anytime soon.
First off, that's fair. And
Fair.
second off, noon like we were supposed to show up at noon, or noon as in like actually noon.
I said a little earlier than noon, so.
And what time is it now?
I don't know. I think it's like 10:30, something like that.
10:30. Okay, then I guess
There's a lot
I'm
of
gonna
food
try
in the
something
pocket.
cool. Maybe.
Okay.
Since you said I could potentially do this last time, I prepared ceremony for today, and
Huh.
I'm going to try and like use it to break the fucking unholy symbol from the demon.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna spend an hour and 10 minutes doing that.
That'll be
Double
interesting.
check the
Wait, no,
ruling
just
on
kidding. I don't have the
silver.
material components. Never mind. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You don't have 25 gold to pound silver.
Oh, I have no money. Never mind.
You have a sister!
Like he's going to admit to her that he used all his
Give
money.
me your money.
Never mind. So never mind. I'm
mean-
not doing that.
I
I'm just-
mean,
There is the party fund if you ask the party.
That's true.
You could also drop it off at a temple to do
I
it
could.
themselves.
I've been
But he
meaning
wants to
to
do it himself, I think.
I want to try it myself.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I guess I'll just sort of chill at the table and just sort of look around and read lips to see what's going on in the tavern.
Creepy.
I have an inquiring mind.
So, as you begin looking around the tavern, after a bit of time, you guys do eventually hear the door open. And walking in, you see a relatively short young woman wearing a almost tan yellow dress with an apron draped over it. She has her hair is kind of falling back. It is blonde, falling into a brown ombre color, and she is carrying with her a what looks like a large, almost like a large spoon that's kind of been reinforced with metal and made to take an impact.
I don't think she's in the right place.
And then stepping in behind her is a
Probably
Carefully.
crouching.
Fortunately, Avro had the foresight to plan ahead for giant people to walk in this door.
Thank God.
Because this inn is made for adventurers, and they find a lot of weird people.
You're right.
And walking in behind her is a very large firbolg, covered in fur, with a very almost like reindeer-like face, with sea foam-colored hair going down his back, going down to about his hip height, in a mohawk, with a large.
Yeah.
With a large beard with flowers and greenery sprouting and living inside of it. You see that he must stand at about 8 feet tall without the antlers, and with the antlers he must be about 10.
Two things. Mercy's going to grab Ro and go, now he's in the right place, and hold her.
And
Watch at him!
Because she doesn't
Cal is going to turn to his sister and you think he's proportional?
Deah smacks him on the arm.
oh no.
Deah makes a really ugly face at Cal and just
it depends
smacks
how
him on the
close would
arm.
you-
I don't know what.
Rory just stares in horror.
I mean, he's not.
What the heck?
I mean, it really depends who speaks Confucian.
I do.
Yeah, so if
But
you hear
we
it,
don't
then-
know. Do we know that Mercy's?
No, you only know that I speak Draconic, but I also speak Elvish. Fun fact. I don't. you
Yeah,
know
we're
Elvish,
speaking
though.
Procretion though, not.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Elvish.
Never
But
mind.
Mercy heard that, and she's just gonna look at Cal and go, have
Actually-
no manners.
Oh.
He's gonna turn to her
I
and
also speak
and say,
that.
nice. He's gonna say, you're not curious either?
I'm not having this conversation.
I mean, I'm curious.
You two
about what
shut
you
up!
did at breakfast table. Say that
This
out
is
loud.
this is not breakfast conversation.
Breakfast.
Are you guys
Cal
just-
just
Quiet
shrugs and
contemplation.
smiles.
Now-
Are you guys all just speaking in Procretion, by the way?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, we're all in
Okay.
Procretion.
Crony looks up at you and goes, yeah, I understand all of this, just so you know. And just goes back to her book.
Deah just kind of
Bro.
looks at her like, ugh.
Ro's gonna smack Mercy's hand off of her and go, oh great, we get rid of one weird forest guy, and now another one.
No.
Madeline and Gale, you are at the Lucky Sapphire as you were instructed by one Avro Yofir,
Alright.
who is the elf behind the table, behind the bar, I should say, and judging by the number of looks that you specifically are getting, Gale, you got a
Well, this
feeling
looks
that
like this is an interesting place here. Maddie, is this? I'm assuming this is where we're supposed to be. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. And he reaches into a pouch in his belt real quick. Did you need any more berries?
He carries good berries.
he does not carry good berries.
They're not good berries.
Guys,
I love his voice. I love his voice.
No, now's not the time.
Oh, okay.
You're not even good.
It was good to have some. I think we're in the right place. This place is interesting. At least I'm not hitting my head.
Please don't give
Greetings and salutations, friends. My name is Gaioeth. You may call me Gale, as I understand that some words are harder to say in common. I don't remember why we're here, but we were told to help people out.
Wait, real quick. Did he announce this to the whole bar? Or
The
just
whole
our-
bar. He's just looking at everybody and just waving.
Oh my god.
I am a have no fear. I am a fearbulg, but I am
This just keeps
a
going.
nice
He's just-
fearbulg.
Wait!
Deah's gonna say, he's gonna say like,
Guys,
please stop
calm
talking.
down. Calm down.
Oh, okay.
wait, question. Fearful. I know we established that Rudy would know it in passing, but does anyone else?
No, we don't.
No.
Probably not.
Okay.
Well, I mean, like it's like desert person, desert person, desert person.
Hey,
Well,
Shut in.
Are we desert?
jungle.
I would have an argument for that, but
I would have an argument for that. but
Deah tells him
You
to
don't
shut
have an
up.
argument for it.
I do a
I'm
little
not.
bit.
Moira's 100 years
Not
old. She's
Weird.
Ro doesn't give a shit.
Deah's, after telling Gale to shut up, she's gonna like turn to Avaro and be like, "Are these our new companions?"
Yep.
Mercy is cackling at the fact this just happened.
Oh, Gale.
Oh boy.
I just wanted to introduce myself. I thought that was how people said hello.
Oh,
That
sweet.
was-
I guess Cal would walk up and introduce himself too. I'm Cal. Nice to meet you, Cal.
Greetings and salutations, Cal. And in Elvish, he will say, again, greetings to you of Elvish descent. Good to meet you.
This guy
In
is
Elvish,
so
he'll
weird.
respond.
Deah-
Pleasure is all mine.
Since her brother's no longer near her, Deah's gonna like lean over to Rudy and be like, "This guy is so weird."
I don't really have any. I can't really say anything
And-
because I'm also quite strange. I would
Uh,
just like to point that out.
Cal will turn to the short one whose name I don't think has been mentioned.
It is not.
Oh,
So, hi, I'm Cal. What's your name?
Madeline, but you can call me Maddie.
Maddie. It's nice to meet you. You're an adventurer.
Yes. Are we in the right place?
Well, this is the Lucky Sapphire Inn, home of the Blue Cloaks.
Yeah, you're in the right place, sweetie. I think.
Deah,
What?
Deah. I don't know why you're acting this way. You're just.
She's carrying a giant spoon, Rudy.
I don't see a problem with that.
Last week we were in Underdark, and she's carrying a spoon.
Well,
I will point out it is very clearly reinforced and made.
Yeah, but
look
it's still
like
a spoon.
You've got a feeling it probably acts a bit more like a quarterstaff.
Mercy's gonna turn
She
to
looks like
Avalon
she
and go,
hasn't seen a day of fighting in her life.
Probably not.
If I'm gonna have to, if we have to protect her more, like,
I never saw a day of fighting before I joined you guys.
and we know how that went.
You murdered her.
Greg.
Quite well.
She murdered Greg.
I will lead Gale and Maddie to the table, and like, this is our group. Yes.
Rudy's gonna wave and look at both of them. She'll say, "Erudite, but you can call me Rudy."
It is good to meet you, Rudy.
Nice to meet you.
Would you like a berry?
I
I found them on my way here.
No,
No,
Gale.
no, thank you.
Oh.
Thank you, Dale. Thank
Okay.
you. I appreciate
I just
it.
want to make sure everyone has had something to eat. It's very important to eat.
And like,
We-
she
Each one.
gestures to the food that's before them, like breakfast.
We just had breakfast, thank you.
Gale.
We don't deserve.
Hey, Connor.
What?
Connor. Where's Avro during this whole exchange?
He's sitting behind the bar watching with a grin on his face.
Mercy's gonna lean and turn around and look at him and go, have they been initiated?
Nope.
Oh no.
Okay, so we're the trial run, aren't they?
Yep.
God damn you, Avro.
Wow.
Deah looks up and down, and she points at Gale. She says, "You look like you've seen some fighting." And then she points at Maddie and she goes, "You don't." Why?
Fair assumption.
What are you? Why are you here?
So you may think I've murdered 25 men.
This morning, on the way here. The guard's coming right now.
I've got 5 stars. Welcome to GTA, boys. Let's go.
Oh, now I have 5 stars because you're in my car. Damn it.
Guys, the yelling. My ears.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
But,
I can't breathe.
okay, Mercy's just gonna look at him after Deah says that and go, you don't know what they're capable of. Maybe they're both, like, really good fighters.
Have a seat and tell us a little bit about you. And I guess, unless there's not already chairs there, I'll offer up my chair to one of them. And I'll just sort of sit, like,
On the
next to my
table?
sister.
Deah leans
Lean
back
against
in her
it.
chair and like puts her feet on the table. Like
I want you all to know,
she's
Mori is
posturing.
Mori has not taken her eyes off of Gale this entire time.
Well, as you all can see, I'm a fearbolg.
Fearbolg.
Are you
I've been
fearbolg?
wandering around for some time, just in protection of nature. I like nature. I like things. I like the woods specifically. It's really pretty. And I just make sure that the woods stay safe.
Can I ask a weird question?
Damn,
Oh, there's no such thing as a weird question, friend. I'm here to answer all questions.
This is important. Do you turn into a werecat?
No, but I would be willing to learn, as that sounds very interesting.
Mercy's gonna look at him and go, okay, it's not donned in disguise, we're good.
I didn't think so.
So what can you do? How do you protect nature? Do you use magic or?
I kill people who try to destroy it.
They like
Wow.
quirks her eyebrow at that, like kills me.
Nervously.
Well, if they try to destroy the woods and the woods alert me to them trying to kill it without returning anything in kind, of course I will do something about it.
Good,
I
we can't
suppose
let her
that's
anymore.
respectable.
Why would you let her?
It was a joke.
Anyway.
And you,
how-
Maddie.
Yes.
What's your tell us a little
What's
bit
your
about
skill
yourself.
set?
What brings you here?
I also want to point out, they're telling us more about them than we've told any of
Yeah,
each other.
this is true.
Well, I guess they shouldn't have been the new people.
That's true.
Gale's an open book, man.
Well,
You also don't have to tell us the truth.
I'm a healer, so and I also cook. That's pretty much
Yeah,
explanatory.
Jolly, just to put it in perspective, that story that like you managed to accidentally make things that heal people, that's about it. You know
Yeah.
that somehow you have healed people.
Somehow.
I'm sorry. Wait, what?
Well,
You bake and heal people. I mean,
That's
She makes
actually
really good
useful.
food. She's an
That's actually
excellent
quite
cook.
useful in this group.
Is she just Jane Crocker?
Are you insulting my cooking skills, Rudy?
yes.
I was speaking more of the
Always
healing.
goes to
We do.
Homestuck.
We do.
What?
We,
No, I heard Kate say, "Is she Jane Crocker?"
Oh.
No.
Okay.
God damn it! I was actually just like, it's less about the cooking and more about the fact that we do fall unconscious a lot.
I-
Well, speak for yourself.
And
Wow.
they're all
Speaking
gonna
of
pointedly look
myself.
at Maury.
Maury,
likes
and
to
then
die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Now we have a healer just for Maury. For Morgan.
that I elbow myself.
Mercy, please, was that in character?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mercy's cackling.
Yeah. No. I don't say mean things out of character. Okay.
that is
I-
a gentle.
I would like to try and knock over my sister's chair, considering her feet are on the table. So it
That's
should
true.
Mori.
Do I have to
Mori
make a dex
ignoring-
save for that?
Maury-
what would I roll for this, Connor?
What was that?
He's
I would
knocking
like to
over
knock
my
over my
chair,
sister's chair because her feet are on the table, so it's not
and I'm
stable.
being fucking rude.
Athletics check.
Athletics.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Cool. I got this. Ooh, not bad.
I'll need a acrobatics check from you,
Just
Fuck
a
it up.
normal.
Deah. Yeah, it is. It's just not. You feel the chair beginning to tip below you, and you just kind of fall backwards into a handspring.
Nice.
Do a sick backflip.
Damn.
Snaps.
Amidst
I stand back
Wow,
up and I
that's
just
really cool.
cross my arms and look at Kat.
That was fantastic.
amidst
Thanks.
Wow, just raises an eyebrow at you, like really.
amidst all the chaos, Mori just still looking at Gale goes, "You are very tall."
I have been told that I am above the average height for peoples of these lands, yes.
Rudy just looks at him and goes, "You know, I have a spell that can make you even taller."
That
Mori
sounds
shoots a
amazing.
No.
How long does it
She-
last?
I know, a minute, but
A
it's
minute?
It's
That's
very
fine.
good. It's good
If
in
something
battle.
gets stuck in a tree, just go ahead and do that, and I'll get it out for you. No worries.
I think there are easier ways to get things out of a tree.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
Yes, I
don't-
can also climb the tree. I'm very good at that as well.
I can also pull the tree out by the roots.
There is also that. But then I will plant 2 more. Make sure it's not.
Yeah, I
hurt.
wonder where the arrow comes
Why is it so nice?
I was thinking more in battle. Perhaps if one is very mean to nature, you could use it. Make yourself very tall and very strong.
I could do that. That sounds excellent.
Do you
Mori-
get
Mori sticks out her
animals
hand and
stuck
says,
in your
"Okay."
antlers?
There are not currently any animals stuck in his antlers, but there is a lot of greenery, vines, moss, and
Yeah,
some
I have
some
asked-
budding flowers.
I'm asking Gail if that ever happens.
That happens a lot. I usually have to make sure I check them before I go for a swim, but other than that, it doesn't really matter.
Uh-huh.
Mori sticks out her hand and says, "Mordigan,"
Can I make a stealth check?
to shake his hand.
'Cause I wanna like,
Greetings. And he shakes
when
out
when
his
he's
hand and-
distracted with like Morrigan, I wanna like try and sneak around the back of him.
Got
You
it.
want to put your rat on his horns.
Roll,
don't
roll stealth check.
I think I get noticed.
You do get noticed. His passive is 14.
Darn it.
He's not gonna do anything though. He's just.
Alright, so if he doesn't react,
he
she's just gonna.
He just kind of looks at you, like, but like.
Like, oh, okay. Goes back to shaking Maury's hand.
When he turns away, she's gonna take out her rat and just kind of put it on his antlers.
How tall are you?
He's in a chair, isn't he?
Well,
Did
no.
he sit down?
He would have taken a knee. See,
Did he?
I don't normally sit because I tend to break chairs sometimes.
The
It's become a problem.
point is that he's not-
ever making any movement to sit. Abro, you would have heard Abro shout, "No!"
Yeah, no, he moved the chair to the side and
Is he
took a
kneeling
knee.
down? Okay.
It took
Then
one
yeah,
knee,
I think she can reach.
He's that's still almost 8 foot tall.
Is it though?
Well, the base
I
of the
wanted to do
antlers
this.
would probably be about between 6 and 7 foot tall. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, you aren't tall enough.
Kneeling.
Fine. Abort mission.
Hold on. I'm gonna find a picture of the world's tallest man again. Hold on.
The
Connor,
femur, I estimate the femur would be about anywhere between if he's 8
Well,
foot,
our
probably
normal-
about 2 foot. Yeah.
The world's tallest man. A picture of him like next to a normal sized person.
is insane.
His knee looks like it's at like hip height, so it's very well possible that you could kneel and drop down about 3 feet.
You know, you could
Yeah.
just go to height comparison and just look up the height comparison, but
There is.
you can
Yes,
you can
there's-
Google it, and you can Google the difference. Yeah.
I use it to see how tall All Might is.
If I can't reach it, I'm aborting this mission.
I think that's.
But
it's the
Let's
first
see.
one.
if he's kneeling down low enough,
He's like 10 feet tall. With the
Well, he
horns.
would probably be on one knee and then sort of bending
No, I'm
over
gonna
as
say
well.
you could definitely reach.
yeah, she's gonna do it.
Yeah, look how short you are, Jill.
Sorry, I'm gonna send some.
But well, Connor, while all of this is happening, Mercy's just gonna get up and go over to talk to Avro.
Yep.
And ask, so what's the initiation, and are we gonna get in trouble if they fail?
Initiation is just making sure, well, is seeing how well they're doing, whether or not they can spring.
They can totally reach.
You know,
So they
whether
don't
or
have
not
to go
can
do a
lift their weight.
they don't have to go do a mission like we did.
No, because they're stuck with you guys now.
We are a mission.
Okay,
This is not wrong.
boss, I feel hurt, offended, other emotions I can't find words for, but that's fair.
So there's a rat on Gail's antlers now.
He goes, "Oh well, hello there, friend. Make sure you hang on when we're walking around. I tend to forget things that are up there."
Also, boss, you should probably buy chairs that are strong enough. Just to
I
talk.
have-
Well, I don't.
Deah
need
just
chairs,
stands
I'm
back
fine.
and admires her handiwork.
The floor is just fine. No worries.
Here I go. I already have chairs strong enough to hold someone like that. I just I don't want him to sit in a normal chair. He'll destroy it.
It is true. I have done that before. I feel really bad about that.
Oh dear.
I can't.
Now-
I love him so much.
What's your passive perception, Deah? 19?
Passive 19, yes.
You do see Jim sitting on a table nearby,
Oh no!
staring at the antlers.
I grab the rat back. I take him back. Take him back. I let.
Jim is simply sitting and watching.
I take the rat back.
Would Gale notice him?
Yes, there is a black fluffy cat just sitting on a table staring up at your antlers.
Oh, well, hello, friend.
Hello there.
Jim,
And
we
he kind of
talked
puts-
about this. Not my rat.
I wasn't gonna get the rat. I was just looking. Nothing bad about it at all.
I would like to insight check that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm inciting that too. Fuck you, cat.
Oh damn.
Jim.
Okay. Already put my dice away. No, he was intentionally fucking with Deah.
Motherfucker. After all the head scratches I gave you.
Rudy
He's
is
still a
going
cat.
to get up from her spot on
That's
the
true,
table,
that's
and
fair.
she's gonna go over to Avro, and she's just gonna be, well, Mr. Avro, we do have two new companions. Do we anticipate getting a new mission soon?
I've certainly got some jobs I can give you guys. I have heard from Mr. Dene that he did give you a list of things you could look for.
Mm-hmm.
But I can certainly try and dig up some jobs for you guys to work on, or you can work with Dene. It's up to you.
Well, Avro, I don't think we're ready to take on a beholder at the moment.
There's
I-
other things on the list.
I have
and-
a feeling he doesn't expect you to go chase one down right now.
I mean, there's like
I would
plants
hope.
and shit on the list. Like we could use the money for the shop.
Yes,
I'm good at
but,
finding
you know,
plants.
We could
What are
always.
what are the jobs that you?
We could always get the items on the way.
I mean, I could certainly try and dig up some jobs that are ready to be done. Where did I store those fucking things? Goddamn.
Is one making?
He did not expect it to be.
No, I did. I just keep it in a different folder.
Oh, okay.
God, Connor.
Oh, this should be fine.
Let's see.
Do, 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 do.
No, they don't matter. No.
So while this is going on,
No.
Mori takes a point, looks at Gale and goes,
No, not that one either.
"What berries do you have?"
No.
Oh,
Real
I
quick,
just
is-
found these in a tree
Connor,
on the way
is
here.
Avro
I'm not
saying
quite
no
sure
out
what
loud,
they
or is it
are,
you?
but they taste pretty good.
No. What?
Is that?
Do you
Are
mind,
you saying no, or is that Avro?
That's Avro.
So not Moy. Rudy and Mercy are just watching him go no, no.
Yeah, basically.
No, you're watching him look through a small book and go, no. No.
Well then, if, are you sure they're all right?
So they'll be fine.
No, I'm talking to Gale with the
They-
berries.
They taste good.
Oh God. Oh no, Morgan.
Morgan, you've already eaten a poison mushroom.
No.
I understand. Now I'm a little tempted to try one.
No, please. Don't.
Question, Connor.
Hmm?
Can Mercy see the book he's looking through right now?
He is holding it up towards him, so it's facing him.
Damn.
Deah is looking at Jim with interest. And like glancing between him and Gale and back again.
Let's see. We had
I'd say that Cal is just making light conversation with Maddie. You know, just like
nearby sawmill caught fire. It's still burning for some reason. It's been about 2 days now.
That's a little.
I don't think we have the ability to help with that.
I mean,
It's
I
probably
can create-
supernatural. That's something we should probably look at.
Something weird.
I can
Let's
create
see.
water.
Where was that at?
Huh? Oh, it's a little ways towards the southeast. It's in Belmere.
Anything else?
Typical stuff. Hunt down a bounty. And stuff like that.
What's the most gold that you could give us for one of these jobs?
Most gold I can give you?
What's the highest paying one? Out of curiosity.
Probably the sawmill.
Okay.
That you'd feel comfortable giving us.
Do you want to go and try and find the body of a missing adventurer? We kind of lost track of him like 10 years ago.
10 years?
I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
At this point, I think there's not really much left to find.
Well, we still haven't figured out what happened. So,
Where was he last seen?
he was last seen somewhere in Penshaw.
Where is Penshaw?
It's
right there.
Yeah.
Where? What?
It's a.
Stop by. He was assisting the military with something at Fort Oakheart. He stopped by at the inn in Penshaw. Disappeared.
Yeah, is very intrigued. She's like, oh, mystery.
It's
This guy was Avro's ex-boyfriend.
No.
Oh my god, stop me.
Mercy's gonna look at me and go, is the reason why the case is open again? Do you find something new?
It's not that it's open. It's that it never closed.
Cold
We didn't
case.
find him.
CSI.
He disappeared, and we never found him again.
Is there any evidence that he died, or did he just disappear?
I don't know. His stuff was still inside of his room.
I'm kind of Mercy. I look at Mercy. She looks at Mercy. Everybody's just like kind of interested.
How much would we be getting paid for this?
If you manage to find him alive by some miracle, I'll give you 5,000.
Oh my god!
Jesus
I mean, if we find his, and if we just find his body.
I mean, I could probably get you about maybe two.
2,000.
Yeah.
That's still a good
By
amount.
Desness. Mercy's gonna put her head in her hands and go, it's up to the party. Do you want to investigate a still burning sawmill or find someone who's been missing for 10 years? Votes.
Okay, well, first of all, I'm very interested by this, but, the sawmill feels a little bit more pressing.
Well,
most of
wood's
the-
safe near the sawmill.
Most of the trees that were nearby that could have allowed it to catch have been cut down already, so can't imagine it's going to spread. But
I mean, we
it's
could
still
just let
burning.
it burn.
Hey, Connor, can you ping where that sawmill is on the map?
Sensor City.
It's near Velmere.
Okay, so
It's like a.
We could make a long
We're
trip to Billy.
we're 2 days in, and it should have burned out by now. It's still roaring away.
Can we do both?
We probably could.
Why don't we just do both? We'll do the sawmill first. I mean, if it's been 10 years, what's another couple days?
Right.
I would go for the finding man, but
Again,
I mean, normally I
repeat,
would as well. I do love a
I
good
will
mystery,
repeat.
but.
If it's been 10 years,
A
another
question.
couple days will not do much.
Hey,
That's-
boss man.
How much would be
the difference?
The fire. Is there anything near it that it's, like, endangering?
The
I know.
I mean,
How
the
far
town
it-
is a few miles away, so not really.
But it's been going for 2 days, so who the fuck knows what it's gonna do?
Again, they were pretty quick about cutting. There's no being quick about it. The trees are already cut down around it. They had to clear out room.
And how much would we
So-
get for that one?
That one's about 750 at the moment.
It'll at least be something for now, and then we can.
Yeah. Because we might not
Continue
even
on.
get any leads on the missing guy, but this is a sure thing we can help with.
I'm
Perhaps-
always game for helping people right now.
Let's do that then, and then we can. Again, I will repeat. 10 years, a week or two isn't going to make a huge
Exactly.
difference.
If it takes us a week or two to figure out a fire that's 2 days away, I'm concerned.
You're also correct on that.
But I look over at Avaro. Do you know the name of the person who disappeared?
Huh?
Out of curiosity, the adventurer's name?
Yeah, his name was shit.
His name was shit. His parents must have hated him.
Well, he's been dead for a while. Oh, sorry, not dead. No.
Missing.
Missing, yeah. I can't confirm it, so I still really can't say anything. Tucked.
God bless you. Thank you.
Is there
Thank
anything
you.
that he owned or habitually wore that would mark him, that would identify him if we come across a decrepit body?
He
Something
wore?
unique about him.
He had a belt.
A belt.
Well,
Thank you.
Belts
Belt.
are worn by some people.
Belt-
They can
belt
be
is.
sweaty.
Thank you,
That's a good word
Gale.
for it.
Belts are
It's-
worn by some people.
You're
It's-
welcome. I have one as well. It's very nice.
What was his talent?
Oh my god.
Well, the belt is noteworthy at the very least. It basically kind of, well, it went around his waist, of course, but it allowed objects to be through to come back to him.
And
Uh-huh.
what kind of adventurer was he? Like, what was his
And
talent?
what did he look like? We need a description.
See, now that's the problem. He's something that's called a changeling.
Oh god damn it.
Motherfucker.
Out of character, god damn it. I don't know if Mercy knows.
So
Can I roll an Arcana check and see if I know that?
Or nature.
He's about to tell us as well.
Could I,
I mean,
roll one too?
Can I?
Just
it's
fun.
nature. If you're trained in nature, you can roll it.
No, I'm
Oh,
not
I'm not
trained,
trained
but
in it.
Nope.
Never mind.
Okay, well,
Okay, I'm not trained in it.
then basically the rolls I saw are at a penalty. Erudite
Yeah.
is still there because she has a +5.
I
Basically,
did pretty
changelings,
good for -1. Just saying.
you're also not trained, so this isn't something you necessarily just know off the top of your head. So changelings are individuals who are people of shifting shape. They can just kind of do what it will.
So she
Um,
hears changeling and she goes, well, that makes things more difficult.
I'm assuming changelings change.
For all we know, he could be
Yep.
right here with us. He could be our boss.
I doubt that.
Well, what was
A
his
lot of
talent?
times, changelings also do have negative reactions to silver, so you can get a hold of some of that, and if you, for whatever reason, think someone is still alive, and you can't prove it, a little bit of silver could, make him change back.
And what was his talent? Like, did he specialize in any specific thing?
Daggers mostly. He was very good at close quarters combat.
So he was a rogue / ranger.
Nope,
No?
he's a fighter.
Oh.
When did you
really,
meet
he
him?
could.
Gee, I wonder
Um,
that thing he just mentioned earlier.
Boy,
Wait, what?
about 10 years is when I last saw him.
I said, when did you meet him?
11 years.
Okay. Dang.
So you weren't like lifetime buddies.
Look, I can get the file to you guys in just a second. All right, just
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay,
we're gonna
yeah.
have to hold on to it for a bit.
Okay. Well, let's.
So
Let's focus on the fire.
Yeah.
we're gonna stop there
Mhm.
so that I can go to the comedy Christmas party
Yeah.
I have
Have fun.
For
Um,
fun, Connor.
and come next session we will discuss the still burning sawmill and missing 10 years later.
Oh, yeah.
Cold
as you attempt to
case.
find Tucked, as you attempt to find the adventurer Tucked and find out why the hell that sawmill is still on fire.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.